snowing in November. It's the perfect day to decorate for Christmas. I can't believe this. The leaves have been falling like crazy, and now we get snow. I'm loving it.
Well, I've got news for you. I know you're waiting. Christmas is right here.
Today we're going to be decorating the mantle, but before we get started, I wanted to go ahead and add the fairy lights to my swags. I had left them up for a couple days and they weren't falling down, so I figured it was time to go ahead and add the fairy lights. If you deal with fairy lights at all, you know it's not always the easiest of tasks. We made it through, and I have to say this was the most amazing day of decorating because it snowed. It was so unexpected. Who would have known the beginning of November and we'd be getting a little snow while I decided to do early Christmas decorating. I hope you enjoy this day as much as I did.
Christmas is right here. Hold on, it's time for it to reappear. Well, all around me I hear children singing the songs that we all know. Well, all around me I hear drive alone in December rain.
Girls, let's go see the snow. You wanna go see the snow? Lacey, go see the snow. Lacey, go see the snow. It's not gonna hurt you. That snow is not gonna hurt you. That snow's not gonna hurt you. Go see it.
But together we're alright, you know. We're ready for Christmas. Can't wait to head back home. When the sleigh blows cold, I hit the road. Baby, let it snow. We're ready for Christmas. Why you so far yet close? I think I hear them call. So baby, let it snow.
Hey guys, it's the perfect day for Christmas decorating. It is 32 degrees outside and it even snowed earlier. So we've got the fire going. I have a pretty screen on the TV, just a screensaver, and I'm ready to decorate. I've already added the lights to my swags at the top, and I love how it came out, but I'm debating about whether or not I should add another set to each side. They didn't come out looking as much alike as I would like them to, so I'm thinking if I add another set, then I can get them to look more consistent with each other. So I'm not sure, I'm debating that, but I'm ready to get started on the mantle because I feel like the mantle is gonna bring everything together and make me figure out like if I really like the shelves, how they are, or I want to make some changes. When I decorated the shelves, I left one side with greenery and one side without. I did add a few berry picks to the other side. So I'm gonna decide after I do the mantle which one I like best, and then I'll either add more greenery to this side or take the greenery away from that side. I asked you to vote on the last one and give me your opinion. I would still love to have your opinion on that, especially once we get the mantle done, because I know I'm going to be doing a lot of greenery on the mantle, so I want to see if it feels like too much with the greenery on the shelves or if I like it with all of the greenery. And again, as I do my decorating, things may end up changing because this is a whole process of seeing what works together, what I like, if I feel like it's too much or not enough. We're just going area by area and I will see how it all pulls together. So no matter what I do, it could all change, or at least parts of it could change before the end. I hope you're gonna stay tuned with me through my whole series of Christmas decorating to see how it all turns out. Girls wanted to come outside and it's snowing again. What do you have in your mouth, Lacey? What are you chewing on? I don't know if you can see the flakes, but it's snowing again. They like to chew the bark. So I need to get them in and then we're gonna get back to decorating. The garland that I'm using for the mantle is already pre-lit, but I probably am gonna add more lights. So this morning we went ahead and plugged in the surge protector behind the TV. So I will be able to plug in more lights and add more if I want. I want to be able to just put them on a remote control so that I can turn them on and off easily and won't have to worry about it. The ones that are already on the Garland, I believe are on a timer. And that's the other thing. That's another reason why I want to add more lights, is because they're on a timer. And if I want to turn the lights on during the day, I want to be able to do it.
Christmas postcards out by the pool. It's 70 degrees in the shade and the breeze is cool. Yeah.
I knew it was gonna take 2 garlands to cover the entire mantle, and that made it pretty easy to put up. All I did was start at the 2 ends, and I found the center of the fireplace, and then I just went from there and ended up putting up each one on one side of the mantle. And then I just had to straighten it up and make it even once I got it up there. But I started with that center point, and it just made it pretty easy to put both of them up. Once I had both of the garlands up, I just went through and moved the greenery around and got it sitting exactly the way I wanted. And then also I got it to where I felt like it was sitting pretty good on the mantle, because my goal is to put it up here without having to use anything to secure it down. I don't want to put command hooks or nails on the mantle. Our mantle is still raw wood. We haven't stained it or done anything to it since having it installed. And at some point we are going to get it stained. So we didn't want to put any command hooks or anything on it for now. We want to keep it as clean as possible so it'll stain properly when we get ready to stain it. So I wanted to find a garland that would just sit on the mantle and I wouldn't have to worry too much about it falling. So we're gonna see how this one holds up. I'm hoping we can get it to just sit up there. If not, I'll have to figure out some way to try to secure it without putting any command strips or anything like that on the mantle. So I'm gonna just leave it like this for now and then see how it goes.
I love them roasted noses. I love the mistletoes. I love them cheesy pieces on television. And I cry like a baby each time. See, the hero gets the girl and
I love the greenery on the mantle. I think it's pulling everything together. I definitely want to add some more lights to it. So I'm going to go down and get those and come back and add the lights. And then I'm not sure what else I'm going to do to it, but we'll figure that out.
there's nothing like a fire, like angels in the snow. I never will be tired of this adorable season.
I have 2 kinds of lights, and I'm thinking I'm gonna end up using the round ones on the mantle because I'm not sure if I have enough of either one to do the Christmas trees and the mantle. So I'm gonna try the round ones on the mantle and see how that looks, but I'm probably gonna use these on the Christmas trees in the dining room.
Tonight I wanna celebrate, tonight I wanna dream away. See the shimmer in the eyes of every happy Christmas child. A merry, merry Christmas. I wish you a merry Christmas. A merry, merry Christmas. So merry Christmas to you. Let's have a joyful night. We'll keep a candle burning to light the way for the rain.
I'm in the process of doing the lights. That is a definite process. It's gonna take long. I need to go back in the part I've done and get them inside the greenery a little bit better, but I do like how it's coming out with that. If you hear the girls in the background, they're back here playing. Girls, what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? Are y'all playing? Are you playing? Well, I wanted to take you outside and show you. It is still snowing, or it's snowing again. I should say it keeps starting and stopping. But right now, we're actually starting to get a little bit on the deck. It is so beautiful. I don't even want to keep decorating right now because I just want to enjoy the snow. I love snow. It's like my favorite thing in the world. So I just want to go inside, sit by the fire, maybe make some hot chocolate and watch the snow for a while. Added one strand of lights to the garland, and I really like how it turned out. And I think I like the round lights on the garland because they kind of mimic the other lights that were already on there. So far I'm really liking how this is coming together. I do think the garland needs a little something more. So I went ahead the other day when I was at Hobby Lobby and I picked up some of these berry picks. So these were, let's see, $12, but of course it was half off. So I picked these up not to use as is, but I'm gonna cut them apart and then spread them out throughout the garland. And I thought I could do the same on my Christmas trees. So that's why I bought these. I'm thinking for the price, for $6 per stem, to cut these apart, it's really less, I think, than I could have gotten any kind of berry picks for the amount that I'm gonna get off of these. So that's what I'm gonna do, and we'll add this, and then I'm not sure what else, if anything, I want to add to the garland. So the first thing, I just wanna get this on the garland, and then I will decide if I end up wanting to do anything else to it. I ended up using 21 sprigs of berry in the garland, and that ended up being 3 stems of the berries because there were 7 on each. I love the way this turned out. I don't know if you can see, but I'll turn it around and show you a better look. a little far away now, but I love the pops of red, and I may try adding something else to it, but I kind of like how it is right now. I just like the mix of the dark green and the dark red, and I think I may end up just leaving it like that for the garland. Here's a closer look at the garland. I think it's so pretty. I love the pops of red with the green, and it definitely pulls from the swags that I have above with the berries, and that it's the same type of berries. So I think it's looking really good. And I love the cypress garland because I feel like it gives a really full look. Not exactly sure what I want on the mantle, but for now I think I'm gonna go with these candlesticks and the lantern, and then I wanted to try this gold ball. I'm not sure what I think about it. I'm not sure if I feel like it's too shiny or not. It's a very shiny gold, but it kind of plays off of the bows at the top. And then I was just testing a little plaid bow on here. I would probably make a better bow because I was just cut a little piece of ribbon just to see what that looked like. And then I have more, so I would add another one to this side. I'm not sure what I think about it. So I may just let it sit here for a while and think about whether I like that or not. And then I still need to add candles to the lantern and the candle holders, but I need to order some because I want some LED lights and I don't have any right now. It's gonna start going down, so I wanted to turn the lights off and see what it looked like with the lights, and I think it looks so beautiful. When it gets dark, I'll show you what the lights look like because I think it's gonna be really pretty. I went and got another one of these ornaments, so I just wanna try it on this side and see what it looks like. If I like it, I'll put a bow on it later. I definitely like the size of the ornaments, and I feel like it adds just a little something extra to the mantle and makes it feel a little more festive. So I think I'm gonna live with it for a little while and decide what I think. The only thing I'm not sure about is the shininess of it, but I really do like the size and scale. And like I said, I just feel like it needed a little something, and especially the one with the bow on it. I think it just adds that little bit of something I was looking for.
Was a long time coming. I'm so glad we made it here, you and me. So here's to another year, another chance to do better. So let's wish a Merry Christmas to all on this turning street. Yeah, you know, on this jingle bell sleigh ride,
finally made a decision about the greenery on the shelves, and I want to say thank you to all of you who gave your input on my last video about it. It really did help me, but I decided I just needed to kind of figure it out and go with it, and then I can always change it if I end up not liking it. But what I felt was the greenery that I had up here was a little bit too much, but I did like the greenery, and a couple of you said like it added texture, and I agreed with you. Like bringing the red in, I think helped. And then also I like the texture of the greenery, but I just didn't want it to be too much. And so I went back in on this side and I took everything down and I ended up cutting my stems apart. And then I decided to go ahead and put it on this side. And so I just wanted to do something that was not too much, but just enough, because a lot of you said less is more, and Whitney and I feel the same way. So I'm trying to like meld both of those worlds. So I tried not to put too much and have it like spraying up in the back, but I thought just having the little bit here really did help, and it gave it a little pop. It added the texture. It wasn't just such a stark white background that way. So right now, I think I'm liking it. So I'm gonna give you a better look of this side. I think I like how it is. So you can see like before I had the whole stems and I had them spraying up behind the stuff, and now I think it's just a little more subtle and not as cluttered, but I really do like the pops of color there. So we're gonna keep working and see what ends up happening with that. The other thing that I made a decision about was I lived with the berries for a little bit, and I really like the addition of the berries to the garland, but I found these picks that I have. So I thought about adding these picks, and so I tried a couple different things to decide how I like it. So one, I just tried sticking the whole pick in there, and I actually liked it, but I did feel like it was a little too much. And so I ended up cutting the picks apart, and this is where I cut it, where it has like 3 little stems showing, and I like that one a lot. And then I tried to see what would happen if I just cut them apart individually, and I ended up with this. And if you can see the one where I have the 3 versus where I just have the 1, I really like it when I did the 3 because it gives it enough of the spray without being too much. So I think what I'm gonna do is cut these down to like 3s, and I may just do some singles and then kind of spread them out sporadically. But I like the 3, so I think I'm gonna go with that. I do not need the whole one. And this way I feel like it's good because it makes my sprays go a little bit further. And then I wanted to show you the girls. They are dead asleep because they had a big adventure to the vet today. Lacey's been having some ear problems. So this was like her second or third follow-up visit. She went today. It's looking much better, but they're taking a nap and we're gonna keep on decorating.
Around the sun, we all go. Around the sun, around the sun. All lovers brown and blue. Together we glide through the snow. So Merry Christmas, dear. Show us a light.
While I was adding the gold picks to the mantle, the right side ended up falling down. So I had to redo that whole side, and it's sitting up there for now. So we'll see what happens. I just have it sitting up, so I don't know what's going on. I'm not adding anything else, I don't think. I really like how this has turned out. I think it's really pretty. I could probably mess with it some more to get it more, I don't know, like spread, you know, exactly how I want it, but I really don't want to mess with it too much. Sometimes good enough is good enough. I really like how everything's coming together. I like what I did on the shelves with just adding the little bits of greenery and cutting everything apart so that I'd have the little pops of green and red on the shelves, but not overkill like kind of it was before with some of them. At least that's how I feel about it. I'd love to know what you think. but I think it's coming together. So now I just have a few more things. I've been thinking a lot about the gold balls, and I'm still somewhat undecided, but I just like having something there, and for lack of something better right now, I think I'm gonna keep them, but I'm gonna redo the bows and add a bow to this one and redo the bow on that one. And then we need to work on the mantle. And as far as the stockings, I definitely want to hang stockings, but I've got to figure out how to do that because right now I'm not sure how we're going to get them hung. We're still brainstorming that one. So any ideas to be able to do it without command strips and without putting nails in the mantle, because we don't want to do either one of those things. Ended up redoing the bow on the ornament. I made it bigger and I just love it now that I've done that. And I don't think the shiny bothers me so much because they're shiny on the shelves. So I think it's okay. And I've got, you know, different shades of colors going on. So it's okay that I have different shades of gold. I kind of like the contrast between the lantern and this, so I just think it's turning out to be so pretty. I thought about putting a bow on the lantern, but I think that might be too much. I may end up trying it at some point, but for now I like it just like this. I just need to get a candle because I want one that's on a timer or a remote that I can just turn on and off. And I'm debating about candles on the candlesticks or just leaving them, but I went ahead and put the bow on this one. And I just think the whole thing is coming together exactly like I wanted it to. They're still napping. Lacey has a way of always pushing herself more on the couch to the part she's not supposed to be on. But I wanted to show you everything together. And I think it's everything that I was hoping it would be. To me, this is giving such 'twas the night before Christmas vibes. I do think adding the ornaments really helped pull that together. And I think the ornaments play off of the gold bows. It just is giving that very classic, to me, traditional Christmas that I'm going for. But I love all of the neutrals and the rustic touches on the shelves because that brings in that mountain vibe. And I think it's just, oh, I just can't wait to do more because I'm so excited about pulling all this together. And the more I do and the more I see my vision coming together, the more excited that I'm getting. I'm getting my stocking because I just want to bring it over and see how that looks. I've got to find a way to get this on the mantle. I'm just going to lay it on the chair so we can see the colors. But I think that stocking is going to look beautiful if we can figure out a way to hang it. So if you have an idea, let me know, please. No command hooks and no nails, but I've got to figure out a way to make this work because I just think this stocking is going to be perfect. Look at how it ties everything together. And I feel like it really actually brings in all of the different golds. I like how it has the darker greens and the lighter greens. So it just pulls things together no matter what direction I end up going with other accessories. I was trying to see this with all the colors together and I just love it. I've got to figure out a way to get that stocking hung. And look at Lacey. She found a way to prop her head up. I moved her so she'd get off the part of the couch she's not supposed to be on. And of course she props her head on the pillow. Lacey, you saying hi to everybody? You want to tell everybody hi? You just napping because you tired? You and sister had a big morning? Yes, you did.
I can feel it in the air. It's getting colder, but yet so.
I've been playing around on YouTube trying to find different screensavers that I think work with my decor. And I found this Rudolph and I think he is so cute. It's looking really blue on the screen right now on the camera, but in real life, it doesn't look as blue. It's really more grays and kind of browns. It actually works way better with my decor than it looks on the camera. But anyway, I thought for my 'Twas the Night Before Christmas theme, it was so cute. I think this gives a better view of the actual colors, even though it's still not coming across quite exactly the way they are. But I actually think he goes pretty well with my decor. I just think he's so cute, especially with the little hat and scarf.
It's Christmas Eve, Christmas Eve. This year, I'ma give me something special. It doesn't cost a dime, but it's precious. Hope Santa won't forget it, then I won't forgive him, no. Been thinking about you and me, another kind of chemistry. I got nothing on my Christmas list but you, but you. I love the snow and I love the scarves, the candles lighting the decade most, but something's missing. I wonder what, this year I'ma give me something special. It doesn't cost a dime, but it's precious. Hope Santa won't forget it, then I won't forgive him, no. Been thinking about you and me, another kind of chemistry. I got nothing on my Christmas list but you, but you. Santa, won't you forget about it, Santa? I won't forgive you for it, Santa. Won't you forget about it? Been thinking about you and me.
I wasn't sure exactly what I wanted to do on the hearth, and like other things, this might change at some point. But I love this. I love my 'Twas the Night Before Christmas sign sitting on the hearth, and I just moved the big Christmas tree over to this side from where I had it before. Put a little greenery. This is a hurricane vase that I had, so just stuck some greenery in there. I might add some more berries, and I'm thinking that maybe some pop of red, if I did some plaid ribbon, maybe on the lantern or something, or in the basket, that might help bring the red down here. So I don't know, I might try something like that. But for now, I think it looks really good, and I'm very pleased with how it's all turned out.
I got nothing on my Christmas list but you, but you. Been thinking about you and me, another kind of chemistry.
Table's still a mess, but I wanted to show you with my placemats and my bowls, and you can see the entryway in the background. And then I don't know if you can see this. To get a good shot of the placemat and the bowls with this in the background so you could see. So this is about the best I could do, but I think it is really coming together. So I just wanted you to see my inspiration with everything going on the shelves. So I'm excited. I think my theme is coming together. On the entryway table, I'm still trying to decide between the red bows and the gold. I appreciate all the feedback I got from my last video. A lot of you said the gold, and I'm kind of thinking maybe the gold, and I'm thinking about maybe even trying the plaid bows, making some plaid bows to see if that looks good. I'm so happy this is done for now. I think I'm gonna go to rest for a little bit. I need to do some cleaning up and some other things. And I think my next project is gonna be to get that other tree up in the dining room and maybe start thinking about how I'm gonna decorate those trees. So you gotta stay tuned to see as this continues. I still have so much decorating left to do. And I'm just really glad that you're coming along with me for all of my decorating this year. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you more than you know. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.